Well, I think the crucial thing is to recognise that we've got a new variant that is requiring extra special vigilance, and we will do everything we can to keep the virus under control. And people should be in no doubt that the government will do everything that is necessary. But I must stress that at this critical moment, it's also vital that people keep discipline. I think huge numbers of people are still following the guidance. I think some people understandably are becoming frustrated, impatient, and they're not following it in the way that they should. So all I'm saying to everybody is, look, you know, we've got tough weeks to come now. It's clearly we've got, as you rightly say, we've got the virus really surging. It's vital, in addition to the tough tiering that we've put in, the further measures that we may very well have to take. It's vital that everybody now does their bit together. Well, I'm going to obviously ask you to wait, and we will be producing everything that we think is necessary to keep people from spreading the virus. If you think about it, we've already got a lot of the country in Tier 4, some of it in Tier 3. What we've been waiting for is to see the impact of the Tier 4 measures on the virus, and it's a bit unclear still at the moment. But I think there's, you know, if you look at the numbers, there's no question that we're going to have to take tougher measures, and we'll be announcing those in due course. I think it's very important to understand that back in March, one of the things that I look back on with the greatest misgivings was the closure of primary schools, because it's so important for young people to get an education, and the difference it can make to their lives being in school and not being in school at that age is really very, very important. So that's why closing primary schools is I think for all of us, is a last resort, and postponing the opening of primary schools is a last resort. And that's why we're looking at everything else we can possibly do to avoid that, given the social, the damage, the educational damage that is done. I understand people's apprehensions, and I would just, you know, I would say respectfully to them, I think it's wrong to say that schools are unsafe. Schools are safe. The anxiety we have as a government is about the role of any of schools or any activity in spreading the disease. And that's why I would really ask people to focus now, as we roll out the vaccine, on what we can all do to stop transmission and what we can all do to follow the guidance. Well, that's completely untrue. We do have the capacity. The issue is to do with the supply of the vaccine, and there you've got it's not so much a manufacturing issue, though that is part of it. It's also that each batch needs to be properly approved and quality controlled, because this is it's fantastic news that we have a vaccine, and we've got 2 vaccines. We have several vaccines coming down the track, and I think it's been amazing that it's taken as little as a year to produce this. But you've got to make sure it's properly approved before it goes into people's arms, and that's what